So here we are, looking at the Marshal.
Don't focus on the blemish.
The Marshal. It's got a flex kind of similar to the National. Maybe it feels a touch stiffer, but where I felt it was in the tip and tail. I felt that was a wee bit stiffer, and for me that was hard to butter. But the edge hold on this is really good. It's just really solid without being too grippy. I guess it's just a bunch of really mellow, you know, little bumps all throughout, kind of not, kind of more side cuts. And it's a new take from their quick grip side cut, which not only provided better edge hold, it also provided a different type of feel when you got that board over for a harder turn. This does not do that. This doesn't change it.
For him.
No, this is what Rome said. It doesn't change the turn initiation for a carve.
Okay. They told me
so
the complete
like when
opposite.
you get all the way over on the board, the quick grip had this small side cut right here that engaged in and really like powered out and like kept the turn alive. Where this, they said this new edge hold technology is just for edge hold. It's not a turning bonus. It's just a edge hold bonus.
You got to get there and then it'll hold the edge for you.
Whereas I felt like I didn't necessarily get hard over, like BC likes to carve really hard. I didn't necessarily do that, but I felt on the mellower turns, which most people do on the hill, it gripped. It wanted to turn on those mellow
This is a
turns.
strict comparison between quick grip and this new technology.
Okay.
But now to the board. Exactly what you said. I felt like this is almost all flat or mostly flat with maybe just a touch of rocker or almost all flat. I can't really tell.
Doesn't it have like a mini camber like right here?
No.
Felt a little bit.
They said, hey, let go of the tip. There you go. So, is that right? I don't know. It looks like it might have some rise, but I don't know.
A little bit, not very much.
Yeah, I mean, they told me it was flat, so I'll take your word
They also
for
told me
it.
the Earth was flat.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But I found that if this is flat, or flat with a little early rise rocker, I found this to be very good for carving.
I did too.
For
Found it a lot better than most flat.
Lively
flat
compared to other
maybe one of the
flatboards.
most dynamic.
Yeah. It felt like the most
flatboards.
dynamic flatboard I've ever tried.
Now, I gotta say, what they've done with this flat camber technology, it's fun edge to edge.
Yeah.
It's not super fast. I felt it was like medium fast.
Yeah.
And it had pop, really good pop.
Good pop.
These little pop technology they put in the tip and the tail. I found that, yes.
That little bump right there?
That bump makes
Yeah.
everything.
Just
It
sends
really
you,
does it.
sends you out
Just-
there,
yep,
man.
This is all you need. I think they call it pop rods or something like that. And
Pop rocks.
Am I even in this shot?
yeah, but I gotta say,
Totally in.
what?
Yeah, super
Impressive
wide.
lighting.
Make sure. The
Yeah, get new glass for the good ride. But anyways, I felt it was fast, it was damp, it was mean. I think it's a twin, and it does not feel like a friendly park twin. It feels like a mountain twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels catch-free, but it's very easy for somebody
It's
who wants to get aggressive.
More aggressive.
Yeah. And so now I personally like the National a little better, but I'd like to spend more time really comparing the two on
He's
bindings.
the only
that I'm
one that thought that.
really comfortable with.
We all thought
yeah.
this was
The
better.
rest of us here.
Yeah, you know, and maybe it was because I had this almost first run,
Maybe.
and maybe I wasn't warmed up or something. But generally,
Totally makes
all the sand's
sense.
out of my vagina. You know,
Yeah.
by the time of first run. So
If Tommy Lee was chasing Wesley Snipes, because Wesley Snipes got framed for a murder that he did not commit.
wasn't that Harrison Ford?
That's the fugitive.
No.
No,
different one.
Yeah, we're talking about
He
US
would ride
U.S. Marshals.
the Marshal.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Tommy
Wesley
John.
Snipes is the bad guy. See, I was like,
He's not the bad guy.
No.
There's a
He's
lot
been-
of
he's been
overlap.
framed.
A lot of overlap
Framed.
here.
He
Yeah.
just ruined my cool reference.
I gotta go.
That's my only review. No, I absolutely loved it. I thought of all the Rome boards I tried here, I handily gave this one the best. Super fun carver, I thought it was springy out of churns, not insane. I could get some
But you know what they were
cards on
talking
this
about
thing.
is the technology they used in the side cut and the,
Yeah.
you know, and whatever they're doing around here with the materials seem to twist Right. And
whatever
give
it
a
was
little
doing,
spring out
it
of
did.
the,
It gave it spring out of the turn. It just felt like night and day difference between like the National or the other one.
Right.
Now, is this a complete ride? I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to take this in deep powder. I don't know if I'd want to, but I'd like to ride it in hard snow.
Yeah.
I'd like to ride it. I'd like to ride it in varying conditions and kind of see how it fares. But I think it's a centered stance too, so I think it's a twin or twin-ish. So centered stance, and I don't know. I kind of feel like they're onto something with this flatter technology. Still, though, would you guys say could unseat a favorite?
Probably not.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Stay tuned, gentle readers.
Yeah, and Ren, do you have an opinion of this?
Yeah, I loved it. I was surprised by the performance of the flat board. My experience before, they feel very dead, but this one was the opposite.
Yeah,
It was
they're
like-
usually lifeless. They need it.
Yeah.
Like, is there a pulse? You know?
Yeah.
The edge to edge was super
Yeah.
quick, and I like to point it down a straight line, and I felt very comfortable doing that with this one.
Yeah.
It felt very nice.
Secure,
And
confident. I was never scared. It's
Yeah, I think you could do a lot worse out there. It might or might not be a favorite for us, but it could be a favorite for you. And I think it's a very good board.
yeah. By the way, the best place to check for the pulse.
In the thumb?
Uh-oh.
In the groin? In the prostate!
Still got it.